Hello, I'm Chuck Boutal with the Restoration Technical Institute and RTI Learning. We're following up on our article of something old, something new, something borrowed, and something blue. So we'll start with our first one. Our first one is something old, and that happens to be our digital circuit breaker finder. These have been around for a long time. It typically comes as a single unit. In this case, we're going to break this into two parts. This plugs into the outlet that you want to find out what circuit breaker is corresponding to the outlet you want to work on. So this plugs into the outlet, and what it'll do is it'll transmit a signal, and then you scan down your circuit breakers, and you need to make 3 revolutions, and then as it comes back down, you will find an indicator telling you that that particular circuit breaker is the one that controls the outlet that you've plugged your transmitter into. This will save you a ton of time in chasing down circuit breakers in the field. On our something new side of things, this is a typical multimeter, but they have a new twist to it. You can actually plug this into the wall and then plug your dehumidifier, air mover, or other piece of equipment into this part of it. And then what you can simply do is clamp on the amp meter, and it will actually tell you the amperage being drawn by the piece of equipment at 110 volts. That's a very new thing, and it's very handy out in the field to know whether your dehumidifier's compressors are running or if your air movers or whatever else is at the proper amperage rating to use on the water damage project. And now we're on to something borrowed. Actually, I just borrowed this off of John's truck, and that's kind of what we talk about. So something borrowed is a great tool. This is the circuit analyzer. This particular one from Ideal, and you need to have this particular model number, the 61-164. The reason for it is the only one that has the electrical load online. That means I can plug this into the wall, and when I do, I can check both my hot, neutral, and ground wiring. Then I can check my voltage on it, and remember, anytime you're under 110, 105 volts, you need to have that electrical system checked out before you plug our modern day equipment into it. And then most importantly, it will actually read up the amps already used on that line. So it'll say like 12 or 14 or 16. That means there's already 12, 14, or 16 amps being used on that line from other devices plugged in. And of course, that means that we're going to have a little bit of trouble plugging in any air movers or dehumidifiers on that circuit. So this can tell you how much is already being used, so you can hunt down the equipment that is using that power, see if you can turn it off, so that way you can use your dehumidifiers and air movers on that circuit. Save you a lot of trips to the circuit breaker room to reset circuit breakers. Excellent tool. And now for something blue. The most important thing about something blue is we're going to talk about blue electrical tape. It's a rather unusual color for electrical tape. Most people always have black, white, and red. So we pick a color like blue, and then what you can simply do is peel off a tab of this and then wrap it around your device. And now it's color-coded very quickly so you know which tool is yours. It's also not a bad idea to use different colors of electrical tape to color different toolkits so tools don't get confused between kits. As always, thank you for learning with rtilearning.com.